Just so we're all clear, it's the fucking Royal Canadian Army, okay? Let's be fucking clear here. Fucking Royal Canadian Army. I don't know if it's the Royal, I know it's the Royal Air Force, so I assume it's the fucking Royal Canadian Army. How about I have everybody else you saw tonight? They were great. They were really good. And I don't know if any of you are new here or not. I come here every now and then. I'm going to try out some new stuff, so please bear with me. And thank you at the same time. New product on the market. This is true. Everything I say is true. There's actually a product on the market. It's called Bic for Her. Now, Bic makes razors, so that makes sense. But they're not talking about razors. This is a pen. Bic makes pens. And there is a pen called Bic for Her. True story. My wife got some. I tried writing with them. The pen kept complaining I only wanted to write about what I wanted to write about. You guys heard of the movie Even Cowgirls Get the Blues? I finally heard that. Try reverse cowgirl. Much more happiness. Reverse cowgirl is a sex position, for those of you who don't know. I don't know about sex positions. I'm married.
What?
I do, however, watch porn on the internet. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to break out all the stuff that has semen in it, just so you know. That didn't come out right.
Might be a little crusty.
Looking through my material. What do I have that has fucking semen in it? Jesus. No, I do. I'm married, so I do watch porn on the internet, and I'm an expert on it, actually. My wife asked me one time, she said, why do you watch porn on the internet? And I was like, because that's where they keep it. I actually was on a porn site, and they have categories of porn, just so you know, because guys, we're still literal thinking even when it comes to sex. They have them in categories, any threesome, foursome, fivesome, and then they just say, fuck it, lucky man, and then they go from there. Reverse gangbang, blondes, brunettes, redheads, teenagers, MILFs, GILFs, DILFs, I don't know, hand job, foot job, blow job, tit job. Bukkake. Actually, they don't call, I'm sorry, I gotta go back. They don't call them tit jobs, they call them tit fucking. They should call them tit jobs, because it goes right in, hand job, foot job, blow job, tit job. Everything. And then they have one, it's called incest. Incest. They have an incest, for the sick motherfuckers, unlike everyone else. But here's the deal. When you go to those sites, I'm told, next to incest it says, in parentheses, simulated. So they're not really related, they're just pretending. And I look at that and I'm like, you could put that next to every category there. I mean, she's not really a blonde. She's not really a teen. She's not really a nurse. She's not really a pilot. Just like, yeah, I know. And then I thought, it's all simulated, it's all made up, except for like double penetration. You can't really simulate that. You kind of gotta go for that one. You kind of gotta commit. And I'm glad you're laughing at that, because I don't know where that goes.
It needs holes.
What I miss? Where'd it go?
Both places.
There you go. See, I'm not old and out of touch. I'm old, but I go home and I touch myself plenty. Thank you. What am I missing here? I can't see this. Oh, I was thinking, because who the fuck was 30 saying they're old? Fuck you! I'm up here, I'm 30, I'm old. Fuck you! Jesus Christ. Here, I'm thinking about this, because I'm in my late 40s, so fuck you very much. And I'm noticing that my pants are getting longer, and I realize I'm shrinking. This is what happens. You see old guys with the pants up to here because they're shrinking, and they got to keep pulling them up so they don't, I don't know. There's something there. I don't know. I think when you're fucking old, then you'll know. You'll be like, I gotta fucking pull my pants up. My kids, My kids, I got 3 kids, 3 girls. Just I talked about them here before, so if you see me, you know. This summer they went to Bible camp through our church, and we were a little worried because we're not very religious, and they were worried that they were going to be like indoctrinated and shit. Ended up they were fine. They came back singing a little more than I like, but not cool songs, God's, yeah, exactly. Well, here's what happened. It's like my kid, I send my kids up to clean their room, and they didn't do it. I'm like, can you tell me why you didn't clean your room? And they're like, Jesus. And I'm like, that's not an answer. And they're like, no, we learned at Bible camp, Jesus is always the answer.
They still like Jews, that's the
Well, they love Jews. I like porn, but I don't have cable, so that's why I watch it on the internet. And but I don't have cable. I don't have Showtime, so I don't get to watch Game of Thrones. Do you guys know the show Game of Thrones? It's softcore pornography, pretty much. Well, it's not softcore. Actually, it's kind of mid to hardcore. You don't see penetration, but you see everything else. Just so you know, that's why it's such an awesome, great. You got to watch this show. It's like geek porn. It is definitely geek porn. But if you can't watch it, here's what I can't watch it sometimes, and I can't get it online. I take the Sunday comics, the Prince Valiant comics, and just draw boobs on everybody. It's just like watching Game of Thrones.
They kill someone.
And then you draw tits, vaginas, and blood, and then that's Game of Thrones. Ski, I thought your songs were great, absolutely wonderful, and it reminded me though, not in a bad way, because I went to the Renaissance Fair this past weekend with my kids, and we saw singers. Have you guys been? The Renaissance Fair is going on. Huzzah! Huzzah! And I used to work at one, to be honest, 20 years ago out in Pennsylvania. Before I hit my middle ages, I was in the Renaissance, and and here's the deal. You're out in the summer, you're wearing essentially upholstery fabric and carpeting as clothing in 100-degree heat. And they had a saying for the actors back then. It was, drink until you pee pale. And it took me till just recently when I realized they probably meant water. So that was a bit of a mistake. But we took my kids. We went last week. It was on a Sunday, and we had to go. We went to church beforehand because Jesus is still asking questions that he's the answer to, and it hit me. It was funny. We're sitting and watching shows at the Renaissance Fair, and I saw I don't have this yet, but there's a correlation between passing the collection plate in church and passing the hat for jugglers and clowns at the Renaissance Fair. And I don't know what that connection is yet. But as soon as I figure it out, I think it's going to be fucking funny.
Jugglers are real.
What's that?
Jugglers are real.
Jugglers are real.
You
That's
pay for
right.
entertainment.
Yeah. Pay for it. Well, that was kind of my new... Oh, I wanted to talk... Willie, I wanted to talk to your friend who got married. I wanted to ask about... Do you know about the proposal? Because I usually do a bit about how I proposed to my wife, because I didn't do it on the Jumbotron like she was afraid I was going to. But I ask people usually, and I get some great answers about how people proposed. Did you know about the proposal?
I have no idea. They had sex when they said, hey,
and I say, let's do it, and they did it. Yeah. Well, I get to ask I find out some really cool answers. I found out from one guy. This is again true story. He was dating this girl for a couple of months, flew her to Paris, proposed to her in Paris, and every guy in the bar, the show was like, fuck you, raised the bar to an unnaturally high level. And I'm trying to find out more, because it's fucking Paris. I said, well, where'd you propose? Like at the Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Élysées, and any myriad of romantic places in the City of Light. And light or lights? I don't even know. City of Lights.
lights.
Plural. There's more than one light in Paris. And he said without a trace of irony, he said, in the hotel room. Are you fucking kidding me? You could, there are hotel rooms here in Minnesota. You can get one with the Eiffel Tower, poster on it and shit. But I was at a club last week, and I was talking to someone about it, and the guy was like, yeah, I said, how'd you propose? Was it romantic? Because I want to know these things. And the guy said, yeah, we were cleaning out the septic tank, and then we proposed, and I proposed. And I was like, for those of you who don't know, that cleaning out the septic tank is married code for anal. And the married people laugh, and the signal people don't know what I'm talking about. All right, thanks for listening, guys. I'm Rick Logan. Enjoy the rest of your night.